Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I have another mat style session for you as we finish out March Madness 2024. Today is a restorative Pilates workout that will give you a glimpse of what I'll be teaching in my upcoming restorative workshop in a few weeks here at my studio. These gentle movements are a great way to lubricate and mobilize the joints, realign the body, and improve flexibility. They can be done pre or post-workout or on your non-exercise day when your body needs a break from more challenging strength training workouts. No props are needed, so lie supine on your mat and let's begin. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you. Rest comfortably on your mat with your hands on your bottom ribs. Take 4 to 5 diaphragmatic breaths. Breathing in deeply, feeling the belly rise and the ribs splay apart, and exhale completely, feeling the belly drop down to the spine and the ribs narrow. As you breathe, do a scan of your body, taking note of any tight or uncomfortable areas, and try to relax them as you exhale every time. Take one more big, deep breath, then relax your hands down onto the mat by your sides. Now we're going to do some small movements for the joints of the body, beginning with the head and neck. Imagine there's something the size of a grapefruit on the ceiling above your face. Trace the outer edges of it with the tip of your nose, 5 to 6 times in each direction, relaxing your head on the mat as you trace the circle. This helps to lubricate and realign the cervical vertebra at the top of the spine. Raise your hands into the air, keeping your elbows on the mat. Squeeze your fingers into a tight fist, then expand them wide apart, stretching through the hands. Inhaling and exhaling, making sure the thumb stretches wide as well. Relax the fingers and do 5 wrist circles in each direction. Reverse direction. This helps lubricate the wrist joints. Raise your arms to the sky for elbow circles. Keep the upper part of your arms still as you circle your forearms around 5 to 6 times in each direction. Now straighten your arms to the sky, palms face each other, and alternate lifting one arm higher than the other for puppet arms to lubricate the shoulder girdle and get the shoulder blades unstuck from the rib cage. Bend the elbows slightly into a hug the tree position. Open the elbows wide to the floor and then lift them back up. Feel a stretch in the front of the chest as your arms open wide. Cross your arms and wrap them around you, giving yourself a big hug. Breathing deep into your middle upper back. Relax your arms down. Now we're going to do some small pelvic movements to lubricate the low back and the hips. My hands are on my hips so that you can hopefully see the movement of me tucking and untucking my tail. Exhale as you tuck, pressing the small of your back into the floor. Inhale as you release to a neutral position. If it helps, pretend you're rolling a marble from your pubic bone to your belly button. Now imagine rolling the marble from hip bone to hip bone, so the pelvis tilts gently side to side without rocking the knees. Now for pelvic clock or full circles. Do small little circles of the pelvis without a lot of leg or knee movement. Imagine the marble is on your pubic bone and you roll it over to one hip bone, up to the belly button, over to the other hip bone, and back down to the pubic bone, 5 to 6 times in each direction. Sometimes I find it's easier for me if I imagine something the size of a donut or a small bagel beneath my sacrum, and I pretend I'm crushing the outer edges of it as I circle the pelvis around. Lift your right leg into a tabletop position, hand on your knee, and circle the leg around, lubricating the hip socket 5 times in each direction. Reverse your direction if you haven't already. Hold the back of your leg with both hands, keeping the leg hugged in towards you as you extend and bend the knee to lubricate it. Inhaling as you extend, exhale to bend. Keep the leg straight and point and flex your ankle 5 times. Now circle the ankle 5 times in each direction to lubricate that joint. Place the right foot down and lift the left leg up. Left hand on your knee, use your arm to circle the leg around, lubricating the hip socket. Reverse direction. Hold the back of your thigh as you stretch the leg up and down, bending and straightening your knee. Feel a nice stretch and lengthening of the hamstring muscle as you reach the leg up to the sky. Point and flex your ankle, then circle 5 times in each direction. Place the foot down on the mat, legs together, arms reaching wide apart out to the sides. Windshield wiper the legs from one side to the other, lubricating the low and middle back here. Hug your knees in towards you and rock side to side and massage the low back. Place your feet on the mat and hands behind your head for some flexion of your upper spine. Inhale to prepare, then exhale, curl the head and chest up, keeping your head relaxed in your hands. Press the abdominal muscles down to the spine as you lift. over onto your abdomen for extension of the spine. Keep the legs wide apart and abs drawn in, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, rise up to either your forearms or until your arms straighten, depending on what feels best to your low back. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Push back into a child's pose for an opposing stretch. Come up to a seated position. Legs can be crossed or straight out in front of you and wide for side bends. Move your flesh around so you're sitting tall on your sit bones. Arms reach apart. Side over to one side, reaching the other arm overhead and stretch through the waist. And inhale to lift up. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale to rise up. One more to each side, and that will complete our relaxing and restorative session. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.